Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. In addition, yesterday we achieved a total reset with China after productive talks in Geneva.
In a dramatic series of public statements, US President Donald Trump has claimed not once, not twice, but 3 separate times that the United States brokered the ceasefire between India and Pakistan, which was a tense standoff that had the world watching nervously as the two nuclear-armed neighbors traded missile and drone strikes. The first claim came unexpectedly on Saturday in a post on his Truth social platform. Trump announced that India and Pakistan had agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire and that the United States was behind it. The news took many by surprise, especially given the Trump administration's previously hands-off posture. Just days earlier, US Vice President J.D. Vance had insisted that the conflict was fundamentally none of our business. Nevertheless, Trump seemed eager to portray himself as the peacemaker, but he didn't stop there. By Monday, standing at the White House podium, Trump doubled down, suggesting that economic leverage and not diplomacy had ended the violence.
Before we begin, let me say a few words about the historic events that took place over the last few days. On Saturday, my administration helped broker a full and immediate ceasefire, I think a permanent one, between India and Pakistan, ending a dangerous conflict of two nations with lots of nuclear weapons. And they were going at it hot and heavy, and it was seemingly not going to stop. And I'm very proud to let you know that the leadership of India and Pakistan was unwavering, powerful, but unwavering in both cases, and having these. They really were, from the standpoint of having the strength and the wisdom and fortitude to fully know and to understand the gravity of the situation. And we helped a lot. And we helped also with trade. I said, come on, we're going to do a lot of trade with you guys. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. If you stop it, we're doing trade. If you don't stop it, we're not going to do any trade. People have never really used trade the way I used it. That I can tell you. And all of a sudden they said, I think we're going to stop. And they have. And they did it for a lot of reasons, but trade is a big one. We're going to do a lot of trade with Pakistan. We're going to do a lot of trade with India. We're negotiating with India right now. We're going to be soon negotiating with Pakistan. And we stopped the nuclear conflict. I think it could have been a bad nuclear war. Millions of people could have been killed, so I'm very proud of that. For American business, I think it would have brought unity between China, better unity between China and the United States.
Then came a third boast, this time during the US-Saudi Arabia Investment Forum on Tuesday while Trump was visiting the Gulf. Addressing an audience of business leaders and diplomats, he again credited his administration with brokering what he called a historic ceasefire.
Just days ago, my administration successfully brokered a historic ceasefire to stop the escalating violence between India and Pakistan. And I used trade to a large extent to do it. I said, fellas, come on, let's make a deal. Let's do some trading. Let's not trade nuclear missiles. Let's trade the things that you make so beautifully. And they both have very powerful leaders, very strong leaders, good leaders, smart leaders. And it all stopped. Hopefully it'll remain that way, but it all stopped. I was very proud of Marco Rubio and all of the people that worked so hard. Marco, stand up. What a great job you did on that. Thank you, J.D. Vance, Marco. The whole group worked with you, but it was a great job. And I think they're actually getting along. Maybe we can even get them together a little bit, Marco, where they go out and have a nice dinner together. Wouldn't that be nice? But we've come a long way, and it could be, millions of people could have died from that conflict that started off small and was getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the day.
Yet, back in New Delhi, officials weren't applauding. India's Ministry of External Affairs swiftly issued a statement rejecting Trump's claims. According to the MEA, the ceasefire was a product of back-channel efforts and a mutual recognition by both sides that escalation served no strategic purpose. The ministry emphasized that trade talks played no role.
From the time of Operation Sindoor commenced on 7th May, till the understanding on cessation of firing and military action on 10th May, there were conversations between Indian and US leaders on the evolving military situation. The issue of trade did not come up in any of these discussions.
The disconnect between Trump's narrative and the ground reality hasn't gone unnoticed in Washington either. Analysts say POTUS's comments may resonate with his domestic audience, but they risk misrepresenting US diplomacy and overstating its role. While Trump may see himself as the architect of peace, the real story, at least according to India, is that both sides stepped back because the stakes were too high and not because of a transactional trade ultimatum.